There once was a crocheter from Nantucket. Oh, family friendly. Today we're gonna be making bucket hats. So we're gonna bucket. Let's begin right next. Hi, I'm Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, and thank you so much for joining our channel today. I'm here to inspire you and create magic with your crochet hook. Are you ready to play?
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Welcome, and let's do a bucket hat together. The title of this video is the size that we're going to be working with today. This particular pattern has several sizes, including all the way from 0 to 6 months to an adult size. You'll find a link in the more information of this video in order to find the free patterns for that. And this is designed by Sarah from Repeat Crafter Me. You can see that she has extensions that you can add to it, whether it's eyes or crab claws or maybe even a whale. That's something that you can decide for yourself, but today I'm only focusing on the basics of these hats. So I'm going to recommend a couple things. She has Super Saver as Red Heart Super Saver as her suggestion. If you are knowing anything about heat, cotton is your best way to go. So Lily Sugar and Cream is the better way to go. It's 100% cotton. Cotton keeps you warm, but it also keeps you cool. So this is what you would be looking at. So if you're finding acrylic in the Super Saver too hot to wear, switch over to your Lily Sugar and Cream. You can do Bernat Handicrafter or maybe even Peaches and Cream. We're going to be using a 5mm size H crochet hook today, and let's begin the size that's promised in the video title. Let's begin. I have a fly bothering me here in the studio, and the window for the studio is open, so it is raining out, so you may hear a little bit of water dripping today. So we're going to begin with the teen and the adult size. There is a difference of just one set of instruction, which I will cover when we get there, and it will be relatively easy. So I will tell you where that split off is. You can read that in the instruction as well. So we're going to create a magic ring. It's also called an adjustable circle, so just put it in your hands and use 2 fingers. And we have slower videos available just on techniques if you need that here on YouTube. And you're gonna wrap it over your hand and create an X just like that. And I'll demonstrate that one more time. Okay, so put it in the front of your hand, 2 fingers. And if you know another way, then you can do it your own way. And then you cross over and use your 3rd finger to hold the X formation. You're going to scoop underneath the first strand here and grab this one. And then you can slide your fingers out and chain 1, and that'll lock it. And so when you crochet, you have to crochet over top of these 2 strands to keep the ring consistent. So let's begin. And so I will tell you when it's a split off for the teen or in the adult size, but most of the pattern is for both. So let's just start. We're going to double crochet 11 times into the center of this magic ring. So we have 1, 2, 3. The color is called Tangerine, by the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And before you continue, let's verify that there's 11. And so let's count back, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just pull this slightly taut, don't all the way, and I want you to join it to the top of the first one. The 11 back is the first one. So if you're not sure, just count it back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 is right there. Now, even as an experienced crocheter, I will always count back because the counts matter. So do a slip stitch and pull a large loop. So now let's turn it upside down and grab the straggler here, and I want to pull that tight. We need to use a tapestry needle to secure that into position. If you don't and you cut that, it's gonna fall out. That's a guarantee. So in the direction that from which you just came, just go back. And when you put your needle in, if you turn it around, you should never see it. So don't go deep, that deep that you go right through the whole fabric itself, and pull through. And then go in the opposite direction. It's best if you can split those fibers apart instead of just wiggling in between strands. And then finally a 3rd time is a charm. And once you're confirmed and you're happy with that, I want you then just to cut that And round number 1 is complete. And put this back onto the hook. And let's start round number 2. Round number 2, you're going to chain 2, and you'll notice in Sarah's instructions that she puts chain 2 at the end of instructions. I always put it at the beginning, so that's how I teach. So we're gonna chain 2. That's not gonna count as anything, and we're going to put in 2 double crochet into each of the stitches going all the way around. I'm going to show you a cheating technique if the seam line really bothers you on hats. I can show you how we can cheat at the system. It's not in the pattern, it's just my experience to be able to show you. So you got 2 in the first one, 2 into the next, and do 2 into each. There's 11 double crochets around, so there will be 11 sets of 2 by the time you get all the way around, but I will show you how to cheat the system when we get back around. I'll see you back here in a second. When you come all the way around, we technically have 1 stitch left, but it appears to always be 2. New crocheters assume that this one always is a stitch, and so that's how we go off on the counts. So what I'm going to show you is, I'm gonna show you the way that it's written. So you're gonna put in 2 double crochets into the last stitch and then join with a slip stitch to the top of the beginning double crochet. Here's what happens when you go to do that. You can't really see it too much on this sample, but sometimes this gapping space is really noticeable. So how I avoid that is that when I go to do the last stitches in, I'm gonna put in the last one here, and then we technically have to do 1 more, but watch what I do. I'm gonna do a 2 together double crochet, which will include this stitch and this gap space, and the leg of this one that I'll put in will cause it to be a solid marker here so that it will not show through. So wrap the hook and going into the stitch you need to go into, pull through 2, and then wrap the hook and go into this space. It's not a stitch, it's just a space, and then pull through 2. Once you pull through all 3 loops, it's a 2 together double crochet, so it's still only 1 stitch, but you have an extra leg here, and when you go to join it to the beginning double crochet with a slip stitch, it fills in and there's no gapping spaces at all. You can use this anytime that you have anything related to stuff like this. So let's begin round number 3. In round number 3 we're going to chain 2, doesn't count as anything, and we'll place in 2 double crochets into the same stitch that you did the join. The next stitch is by itself, so double crochet in the next stitch. So here's your sequence to go all the way around. The next one will have 2 into the same stitch, they'll share the stitch, and then the next one is 1 double crochet by itself, and I need you to continually repeat that over and over until you come back around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round number 3. At the end of number 3 you can just double crochet into the final, but what I'm going to do, because that's the count, right, it's 2 1 2 1, so you end up with 1 by itself, but I do my little trick and I put that one plus the space together to finish it, to fill in that space, and then I join it to the first double crochet. So I'm not going to be talking about that any further in this tutorial, but that's what I'll be doing whenever I come back to do the join, so that it makes it nice and solid. Let's move on to round number 4. In round number 4 we're going to chain 2, and we're going to keep our sequence going, so it's going to be 2 double crochets into the first stitch, and then we have 2 double crochets by itself. So if you ever get a knot in a ball like this, I'm going to show you how to deal with that. So I'm gonna just deal with that because that's a natural thing to happen. You know, yarn production, there's never just a solid strand, it always has industrial balls. So I'm gonna create a slip knot with the new one. I cut the knot out. Do you see me panicking? I'm not. So just yarn over and going in and pull through, and then put the new knot here on and finish the stitch with the new yarn. So there's 2 into the first one, and then the next 2 are by themselves. So just put the yarn over top and get it stuck underneath the stitches, and just go an inch or so, and then use your tapestry needle to hide in any loose ends that you have. So there's 2 by itself. So let's go through the sequence. So there's going to be 2 into the same stitch, and then 2 by itself, and then you do to repeat that all the way around for round number 4. I'm coming to the end of number 4, and just 2 by itself that leads you to the end, but I'm doing my little trick as I mentioned to fill in that last stitch so the space is gone. Let's move on to round number 5 next. Over the next several rounds, including the teen size and the adult size, and when we get closer to the end of this next sequence, not this round, but what's gonna happen is that there will be one set of instructions that will continue on to the adult size and the teen will end earlier. So we're going to begin and we're going to chain 2 and we're gonna put 2 double crochet into the first stitch. Now we're gonna grow this out nice and slowly so it matches the head. So over the next 10 stitches there will be 1 double crochet by itself. So we're gonna count those out together. So we're gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the sequence then for this is going to be 2 double crochets into the next and then 10 by itself, and you're gonna continue to repeat that concept going around, and that will take you around number 5, and I'll be right back in a moment. Coming up onto the end of number 5, this is the 10th one that will take you to the end, and I'm just gonna do my little trick and conclude number 5. Okay, let's talk number 6. So here are my instructions. I don't need to demonstrate it so much because it's gonna be what you already know, but I will share a tip with you. You're going to chain 2 and you'll put in 2 double crochet into the first one. Now last time we were doing 10 stitches before doing 2 into the same stitch. This time it's number 11. But listen to my tip. Do you see the 2 that belong into the same stitch? If you can see that, the first stitch is the one that always will get the 2. And this will happen row after row after row after when we're doing this. So you can count your 11 stitches and you'll end up on this one here as your next one that you'll put 2 into the same stitch, or you can just crochet and look for that and then just make sure that you put 2 double crochet into that one. So this one is going to be 2 double crochets and then 11 and then 2 and then 11, and you'll do that all the way around for round number 6, and I'll leave that in your hands. Now that you've already done round number 5, you won't have to excessively count if you want to just follow what you can see on the project itself. Okay, coming around on number 6, the 11th one is where you'll end up, and I'm doing my little trick and join. Let's go on to number 7. Number 7 we're gonna grow again, so just chain up 2 and put 2 double crochet into the same one. So now you got your 2 in there. You're going to just do 12 double crochets in a row, and then the 12th, after you get the 12th one, the next one is right here. You see how they're sharing the same stitch? It's the first one of the 2. So you can count it out or just look for that and make sure that you keep putting 2 double crochets whenever you see the first one of the grouping of 2. So do that, and this is round number 7. Coming up around number 7, the last one is the 12th one, and I'm doing my little trick and etc. Let's move on to round number 8. Okay, round number 8, chain 2 and put 2 double crochets into the same one, and this time there will be 13 in a row, and then you'll put 2 into the next one, and again it is the first one of the 2 that you put that 2 into. Please do that all the way around. This is round number 8. Finishing round number 8, and this one was the 13th one that is being joined. And let's talk round number 9. Let's talk number 9. We're going to chain 2 and it will count as nothing, and it will be 2 double crochets into the same one, and in round number 9 there will be 14 double crochets by itself and then 2 into the next, and again it's the first one of the 2. Round number 9 here is the last time you'll do the growth for the teen size. So for teen and adult you're doing both, and I will meet you at the end of this round in just a moment. This is round number 9. Okay, let's begin, and we're finishing the 9th round. Okay, so my cat's in the background trying to get through the door. So what we have here is that we're going to join. Now listen to my instructions. If you were doing the teen size, you were done the growth. Listen to the instructions. You have 4 rounds now of just chain 2 and 1 double crochet in each stitch, and so I need you to do that. In the video titles, in the chapters itself, I'm gonna say Brim number 1, and that will pick you up, and that's where I want you to meet me. So if you want to do your 4 rounds of double crochet to get you to where you need to go, you're going to pick me up in the video chapters where it says Brim round 1. Now for those doing the adult size, we have to do one more round of growth before we continue on, and I'm going to continue along with the adults now. Now for the adult size only, and you're going to chain 2 and you'll put 2 double crochet into the same stitch, and then there will be 15 double crochets in a row, and it's the first one of the grouping of 2 that will have the 2 into it, just in case you don't want to count. So please do 15 double crochets and then 2 into the next, and so on, and get yourself around on round number 10. So I'm just continuing around. This is the final growth of, and this is round number 10 for adult size only. Now at the end of this we have to then do the next few rounds. When it rains, the cats really want to go outside, but then they change their minds. The dog doesn't mind the rain so much, but you know the cats, princesses. Let's begin the next 3 rounds for adult size, and it's just 1 double crochet in each of the stitches all the way around. For our teenage size that I've already given those instructions. Those were 4 rounds of doing it for the teenage size, but for the adult size there's only 3 rounds of 1 double crochet, and let's just cover that quickly. So rounds number 11, 12, and 13, 3 rounds, and you are just going to chain up 2 and apply 1 double crochet in each of the stitches going around. You don't need to count, just slam it in and do those 3 rounds, and I'll pick you back up and we're gonna officially start the brim for all sizes when we come back in just a few moments. And for the both sizes it's going to be round number 14, which is the brim size, and I'll be right back in a few moments. So I just completed my 3 rounds of just double crochet. For those that are in the teenage size, this will be your 4th round of just straight double crochets. So now we're gonna continue with the brim, which is round number 14 for both sizes. So welcome teenage size and adult. We are going to do the brim. This is round number 14 for both sizes. You're going to chain 2 and apply 2 double crochet into the first stitch. Now you're going to double crochet into the next stitch all by itself. So the sequence for this entire round is going to be 2 double crochet into the next, and then 1 into the one after that, and I need you to do that sequence all the way around round number 14. So the last stitch is 1 by itself, and that's just because you're keeping in the sequence. Now we're going to do the next few rounds, and they're different for both sizes. So let's talk about the teen and adult size. For the teenage size, it's rounds number 15, 16, and 17 are just 1 double crochet in each. For the adult size, it's rounds number 15, 16, 17, and 18. If you feel the brim is too big for you, you can stop at any point, because the last round that we'll do together, it doesn't matter on the count. So to begin the final few rounds, whatever size you're working on, so it's 3 rounds for the teenage, 4 rounds for the adult, just chain up 2 and apply 1 double crochet in each stitch around, and do the number of rounds that you prefer. And I'll be right back to show you the final round to finish your hat today. So I'm back for the final round. I just tried this on. I'm stopping after 2 rounds of after the brim section. So I tried it on. That's as long as I want it to go on top of my face. So I'm going to demonstrate here the last round. It's a reverse single crochet, also called the crab stitch. Some people absolutely hate this stitch. If you don't like it that much, just chain up 1 and apply 1 single crochet in the stitches going around. For those that would like to follow it as per the pattern, just chain up 1 and 1 single crochet in the first one, and instead of advancing forward you're going to go to the stitch behind. Okay, and then just scoop the yarn, and after about 3 stitches you're going to see why the stitch has been applied. So 1, 2, and 3, and you can see the look that will change it to the edge. So just go around, reverse single crochet if you wish to do that, or single crochet depending on your mood swing today. And I will be back at the end to finalize this pattern off with you on camera. So I've come all the way back around. I'm just going to slip stitch to the first reverse single crochet, or the crab stitch, and I'm gonna trim. And I'm just gonna yarn over and pull through, and then turn the hat around. So pull tight, and then just turn it around and do the brim. Now you want to do the inside of the brim. When you go to do this, grab that tapestry needle that you know you love and just drag that yarn through the stitch work. The more plies that you can split apart, the better, versus going in between strands. So go through once and just make sure you try to split some plies People love to complain that stuff comes out, and that's a better way to do it, but it's not. Obviously nothing's ever foolproof. And you're just gonna go back and forth, and then that's the end of your story today. So you've just completed either the teen size or the adult size. It was pretty close in sizing with each other, and really neat. We were able to hide in the slip stitching that you saw because of my little technique I showed you, and overall it's a great little hat. And enjoy your summer with your bucket hat, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.